The Steel City might be most associated with its legendary NFL franchise, but people here in Pittsburgh know that the ties to the Panthers run deep. Glad to have you with us here at Acrisure Stadium, home to the Pittsburgh Panthers. Little gets the blood boiling. White light rivalry, barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stops at the 13. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Here's the give off the left side. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the ground, he's got it again. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circling for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. This offense has a second down play. They'll try the left side. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
We've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a crease to the left. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable can the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and get these two big powerhouse conferences, you'll do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best four programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here for the offense. To the ground with the back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now on first down from the 28. They're going to ride this running back. Still running at the 40. And he's running in the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And I know in talking to their offensive coordinator this week, he talked about getting this guy lathered up and going. They know that once he's got some momentum, he's really hard to stop. One of the top 10 rushers right now in the entire country, and they're trying to get him going early in this game.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The no-frills unis, but big-time swag. Getting the sack.
Yeah, and we are linebacker you. We find linebackers year after year that get after the quarterback that are so athletic, just straight playmakers.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy with that.
Here comes the offense on first down. On the option. He'll pitch it. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. At the 40, there he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big game. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
They'll leave it with him. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try it over the left side. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down in these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
The give to the back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
And the ball's on the ground. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They go to the ground. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, this guy really has been a bell cow for his offense in this game. They are force-feeding him the football, and he's delivered. And now, after that last run, he's right at 100 yards rushing.
Give to the running back. They make
Who the fuck keep holding?
Flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line getting set on second down. To the air, it's Bender. It's complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, and we're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Gets it out fast. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down mark.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
No good.
You gotta be kidding me.
They're still down by a
I'm going to sit over too.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little in.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback will audible. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate. It wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute it.
After getting nothing back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the right. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal in the last drive. To the air, it's Bender. Fires to the right.
Oh.
And that ball is picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, they get the chase, and do a really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And those outside linebackers nowadays are so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quarterback checking off. He's going to pass on 2nd down. The sweep feet buy a little time. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The offense will have to use its first the Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Oh, it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go to the ground. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Power football with the run. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Makes a move. He's on the loose.
This motherfuckers I got on this team, and I don't even catch him. He done gave a quick return. Last.
We just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
A legendary rivalry in the state of Florida, fellas. Miami and Florida State back at it again today. Here is the latest. Miami opened up a can. And how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Turns it on his infield. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem.
And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
This offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Francis. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs down. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
To throw, it's Bender. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
This motherfucker fumbles the ball. You gotta be fair.
And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back.
You You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And that's all you want. You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Panthers want to break the tempo. They'll give it to the back. Breaks the tackle. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. I mean, you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man. You are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow when they got the flag.
No, he just running the clock down.
Offense on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his big tight end. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
So we'll run.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they...
And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there, mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range, they go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the upright, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive. Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
When you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there, pin their ears back, get to the QB, get the sacks.
The give to the back. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. Better find the earplug. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down.
Oh, yeah?
Back to pass, it's Bender. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback. Get in the first down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him on the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
The corners are walked up tight. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Close.
Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
And this is a no-brainer. It's fourth down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the first down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we got to go fast, work the sidelines to the best of our advantage to save as much clock so we can get multiple scores.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Try to get it on the ground. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Here's a first down, but there is no time to lose as this offense gets to the line quickly.
Hey, God damn.
He'll toss it.
Of course you want hold. It's like the fifth holding call. I done fumbled, I done threw 2 picks. What else am I going to do? This is like bullshit.
Looking for a productive play on first down.
I mean, bullshit.
Looking downfield, it's Bender. Going to take a shot at this DB. He caught it.
It's like bullshit.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
On to attempt the try.
Now let's get one move all slow.
And with the extra point
And this fucking field goal, the shit was moving all crazy.
Let's go to Kevin Connors in the
Kick
studio.
it deep. One side, kick it deep. One side,
Nebraska
kick. You got it. I seen him do it.
There has to be some Heisman buzz around
I can't get it. I seen it done. Just can't get it done.
Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks
Oh, it didn't go far enough.
They had a good one there. So the
Took it there in the middle. He runs past. I'm supposed to pick it up. It didn't kick it far enough.
On first down, here comes this offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion. Not the way they had it drawn up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play.
How is it not covering the man-to-man? How you just let the man run? Are you fucking kidding me?
Man, this quarterback is going to have to...
Oh, my God. He did all that and just let the man run.
Had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this game.
That was bullshit.
No reason to do anything here. Keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the offense is
5 holding calls.
Take a knee. There's a
Fumble in the red zone. I mean, this field goal. You can't make this shit up.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well.
The motherfucker ran. He couldn't score. He ran a kickoff back. He ran a kickoff back. That's how he scored. Yeah. The fucking kickoff. Couldn't make this up. Total offense, he had 192. 101 of them, 101 yards with kickoff. That's it. Nothing. He couldn't do nothing. Fucking 5 holding calls. 5. That's crazy. Five. Holding calls. Bullshit. That's what it is.